despite the delay on the Attorney General. Breaking news tonight, the Associated Press reporting that President Obama will sign an executive order tomorrow mandating the closure of Guantanamo Bay within the year. Two other orders detailing reviews on how to interrogate and prosecute prisoners also expected shortly. Already, at the direction of the President, the Defense Secretary, Mr. Gates, has verbally ordered military prosecutors to ask for a 120-day suspension of all military commission cases at Gitmo. Much of this, of course, leaked out last night during the inaugural balls. This prompted judges to suspend two of the trials today, including the one of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. President Obama also enlisting new help in how to deal with prosecuting the prisoners, appointing as Deputy Solicitor General our frequent guest here, the attorney Neil Cutshall, who in 2006 succeeded in persuading the Supreme Court that the military commissions were illegal under military justice law and under the Geneva Conventions. We're joined now by Jonathan Turley, constitutional law professor with George Washington University. Good to see you again, John.
Thanks, Keith.
All right, mandating the closure of Gitmo within a year, what needs to happen now to make that happen within a year?
Well, there's obviously going to be people that they have to deal with. These people are going to be sitting there. They have cases that are supposed to be heard. Many of them have not been charged. And so this is quite a morass for the administration to deal with. But what they're trying to do now is to do what George Bush should have done at the outset, which would have prevented this disaster. And that is to move these people into a real legal system. It's not as easy as it sounds, because these people have been sort of without a country, without any rights, and now they're going to have to be reintroduced into the system.
Goodness, it's starting from square one again for people who needed to be dealt with one way or the other, made innocent or guilty, as the case might be. How hard is this process going to be? How much more hard is this process going to be with no Attorney General for a week because of the politics being played up there in that building over here?
You know, in most circumstances, the fact that you don't have an Attorney General for a short period of time is not a big problem. The agency continues to work because you've got careerists. The Department of Justice is in a very different position because you have a layer of compromised careerists at the department. We saw that with Monica Goodling. We saw that really with the Gonzales administration of that agency, that you have a lot of careerists that were introduced for political purposes, a lot of people compromised by illegal programs. So you can't just simply say, all right, we're just going to make this cat walk backwards. You're going to need an Attorney General there to say, I want this done and I want to end any foolishness.
I mentioned the Hamdan attorney, Neil Cutshall, as the Deputy Solicitor General. It turns out that David Iglesias, who may have been the most infamously fired of the infamously fired U.S. attorneys, has been hired now in the Defense Department to prosecute Guantanamo cases. Is there a double edge here? Because not only are you tapping into a couple of great available legal minds, or at least very good ones, but you're also saying those who were on the outside, these are now the people on the inside.
Yeah, I think that this is an example where Obama is trying very hard to be inclusive and to bring these people in. But there shouldn't be any special prosecution systems for these people. They should be brought into the federal system, no specialized courts, because you don't need special evidence in special courts, because the whole point of a rule of law is people are treated equally, and you convict them when the evidence warrants it. But the most important thing about closing Guantanamo Bay is Guantanamo Bay never really was that important. It's what happened there. Right. We didn't just bulldoze the Watergate. We looked at the crimes, and that's what we have to do here.
Last point. Taking the oath of office, as I said, are we going to do this every day now? Was this necessary, or is this just to shut up a certain group of paranoids out there?
Well, it probably was not necessary, and that Joe Biden wasn't running to the court saying, it's me, it's me. The fact is that the Chief Justice did blow the oath. There's no charitable way to put it. You have to get the words in that order. But I think he did the right thing, the cautionary thing. He's not the only one who've done that. Two other presidents took the oath twice. And this will put all of those conspiracy theorists to have a nice night's sleep.
Well, they'll come up with something else. Jonathan Turley of George Washington University, it's been a pleasure to see you the last couple of days.
Thank you very much,
all right,
Keith.
Thanks, John.